Welcome one, welcome all. One will win and two will fall. It's the PopTop AI Championship. So let's move with pace, no time to waste, and pop this top. With a speed round called A or I, the PopTop take on true or false, where A, of course, stands for ain't true, and I stands for is true. Let's go. First question. Tesla's full self-driving once identified the moon as a yellow traffic light during an internal test. Ain't true or is true? We've got one is. We've got another is. And we've got all is true, but it ain't true.
I meant A. I got confused.
All right. It doesn't matter anyway. We blow through those yellow lights. All right. Second question. Within 5 days of its launch, ChatGPT hit 1 million users. A for ain't true. I for is true. We've got an is true. We got an ain't true. Ain't true. It is true. Andy's on the board with 1 point.
Okay. Woo!
At least
Go
that's
Andy.
what GPT says. So I don't know. All right.
Disagrees.
Claude disagrees. And we can trust Claude. Okay. All right. Number 3. ChatGPT again helped write an episode of South Park. I for is true. A for ain't true. We got an ain't true. We got it is true. We got it is true. It is true. We got 1 to 1 to 1. Everybody's on the board. Moving into question number 4. Apple's autocorrect AI pushed an update that automatically rewrote curse words into positive affirmations. Hell yeah. Ain't true or is true? Ain't true. Ain't true. Ain't true. It ain't true. It ain't true. You can trust Apple to keep it clean. Last A or I question. Netflix uses AI to design the thumbnail images you scroll for hours on for each show. Ain't true or is true? We got an is true. We got an is true. We got an ain't true. It is true.
Man,
you need
all right.
AI
We got Andy with 3. We've got Steve with 3. We've got Nick with 2. Anybody's game going into the finals. And since this is the championship, gentlemen, all your points carry with you to the finals. And speaking of gentlemen, since you each won your quarterfinal and semifinal PopTop AI competitions, you need no introduction. But you're going to get one anyway.
It's the best part.
Andy didn't bring any brandy to this finals party, but he said his competition is still going to get wasted. The CEO of Headfarmer, Andy Ernst. All right. Up next, Steven has no intention of keeping it even. All he wants to do is win, 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 no matter what. Host of the staffing industry's top podcast, The Staffing Playbook, and COO of Your Employment Solutions, Steven Farrell.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
All right. I want to get on one of those one day. Anyway, nobody will have me. And Nick, don't give a lick about any of the other competitors today because, hey, he don't play. CEO of Trade Agent, Nick Widhalm. And just when you thought maybe I won't intro Judge Jamie, Ghost riding that whip, top sales and executive coaching pick. Want to level up quick? Call Jamie Lupo. All right, now let's head to the finals for a new game called Pop Off or Pop Out, where you'll debate around 3 flaming hot AI trends to determine whether they'll pop out, like my last at bat during the regional championship against the Mile Michigan Thunderbolts with my entire family watching, or pop off, like Peter Pan when he finally beat Captain James Hook. Judge Jamie Lupo, please tell them how they can earn points and win.
I would be honored to. Thank you. Gentlemen, winners, you're already all winners. It's an honor. Thank you for allowing me in your presence, your greatness. So, as per usual, you're debating on 3 topics. You can earn up to 3 points on each topic for a total of 9 possible points. So, what's going to get you the most points? It's a little different this week. So, I'm scoring you on 3 criteria, plus a little something extra this time. Our usual 1, data and facts. Make it make sense. Jesus Christmas, they really want to get a hold of me.
Did you do the app? Did you do the app where you like have people call you like
Caller.
like the date?
Now that's a good AI app.
You know, it's my uncle's girlfriend.
Are you trying to get out of a bad date? Is that
Always. So number 1, the usual, data and facts. Make it make sense. Second, passion. Make me a believer. Third, originality. Make it unique, make it special. But this time, Valentine has really thrown a little something at all of us. This one, there is a special bonus point for each topic. It's going to be the most compelling, the most standout, the most amazing take in each round.
Okay.
It's a big deal.
Let's do this.
It's a big deal. So
I'm a little nervous.
I'm nervous. Everybody's nervous. Okay. All right. So, Andy, you're actually going to go first this round because you get to go last on the final round. Okay.
Yep.
So, it's going to be Andy, Steve, and Nick. All right. This is the order for round one. So, remember, you got to decide whether it's going to pop off and go crazy or pop out. First topic, Andy, AI to determine salaries and promotions. Pop off or pop out?
I'm going to say pop off. And here's why. I recently spoke with Elon in the Poconos at a dinner event, and he said he's working on a proof of concept phase that AI will more or less eliminate any type of compensation issues due to their bulletproof AI. This will, of course, eliminate any type of AI bias and reduce, not eliminate, because people love to sue, but will greatly reduce lawsuits. Finally.
All right. Next up, we've got Steve. Same question. Pop off or pop out? AI to determine salaries and promotions.
Jamie, as someone who runs a staffing company with over 2,400 employees and builds AI workforce tools, I'm going to say pop out. AI is phenomenal at servicing pay equity gaps and flagging who's overdue for a promotional review. We use data like that every day, but the decision that requires context, empathy, and judgment that algorithms simply can't replace. The legal landscape agrees. Illinois, Chicago, California, Colorado, they all passed laws this year requiring human oversight on AI employment decisions. AI should inform the decision, not make it.
Oh, boy, we're getting all kinds of legalese today. All right, lawyers edition. Last up, Nick, AI determine salaries and promotions. Pop off or pop out?
I'm going to say pop off. I'm going to agree with Andy here that I think this is actually could be a good thing, because here's the thing. Humans are terrible at this. We think about who we promote. We promote the people we go to lunch with. We promote the loudest person in the room. But a Warden AI study actually showed that AI is 45% more fair to racial minorities, 45%. So the problem is we just need to make sure we train it on the actual data in our organization to make sure we remove that bias. And we may have a system that is more fair. Jamie, great haircut, by the way. Gonna end that right there.
Okay, so I don't know if I agree that the loudest person always gets promoted, because Andy and Jamie get promoted over me all the time. Okay, so Jamie, we got a tough one. We got three lawyers on the bus. What say you?
Okay, so for Andy, you get a point for originality. You get a point for passion. You don't get a point for data or facts because you lied about having lunch with Elon Musk. That is neither data nor a fact.
I got AI to prove it.
But it was passion and it was original, so I'll give you that. Steven, you get a point for data, originality, and a point for passion. Nick, you get a point for data, originality, and a point for passion. Valentine, can I see you over here for a second?
Yeah.
Other side, other side, other side, other side.
What?
I think that we should okay.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we agree. The bonus point goes to Nick.
Whoa! Holy cow!
Look, I needed it after the AI round.
I will say I was going to give it to Andy because he called me pretty, but then it went to Nick.
All right, so
Valentine said I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
We had a talk. Okay, so we've got Andy at 5. We've got Steve at 6, and the 4 points that Nick just got puts him at 6 as well. Ooh. Holy cow.
Dang.
All right, let's keep it going. Now, first up is Nick, then we're going to go Andy, then we're going to go Steve. Second topic. Employees will rely on AI tutors more than corporate trainers or learning departments. Pop off or pop out, Nick?
Pop off. And I mean, pop off like right now, today. Google Notebook LM. You can go give it your company's personalized data, and it creates a generalized plan that is specific for you, the individual. You're an audio learner, get an audio overview. You're a visual learner, get a visual overview. Harvard actually showed when you have AI create a personalized plan, 180% productivity boost. Compare that to an L&D department for a 500-person organization that's making one PowerPoint slide deck and saying, hey, just deal with it. I don't care how you learn.
Wow. I tell you what, I hate to brag, but I actually know somebody who has a cousin that went to Harvard.
Wow.
I pretty much went to Harvard. Okay, Andy, you're up next. Same topic. Employees will rely on AI tutors more than corporate trainers or learning departments. Pop off or pop out?
Once again, I need to agree with Nick. Pop off. I was actually in Brooklyn last week, Jane. I'm sorry I didn't say hello to you, but I was hanging out with Sam Altman, and he mentioned that he's got a startup that he's backing that can take your entire body, duplicate it, then create a human version so that all of us here can sit back, kick our feet up, and eat bonbons.
That's terrifying. Can you imagine another one of me?
No.
Good luck, AI. Good luck.
All right. Talking with Altman. At least Andy's not name dropping, right? So last up here, we got Steve coming in to show him what's up. Employees will rely on AI tutors more than corporate trainers or learning departments. Pop off or pop out?
Well, unlike Andy, I didn't need to consult Sam Altman for this answer. I'm going to say pop off. It's already happening. The $400 billion corporate training market is being disrupted right now. Josh Persin's research from last month shows AI-first leaning teams are 4 times more likely to adapt to change. And get this, 28 times more likely to unlock employee potential. But here's the reframe. AI won't replace trainers. It will promote them. The best L&D people become strategists and coaches, while AI handles content delivery and personalization at scale. The trainers who embrace AI, 10 times more effective. They become 10 times more effective. The ones who resist become obsolete.
Obsolete. Good ending.
Steve's up there getting people employed, promoting AI. Judge Jamie Lupo, you got a tough one. What do you got to say?
Not tough for me. So Nick went first. 3 points. Data, originality, passion. Check, check, check. He kind of does this every time. It's to be expected at this point from Nick. See, Andy, you went next. You get a point for originality and passion. You also lied again, but you didn't bring data, but you brought facts. So you still get a point for that. So point. Again, lying, but I don't care. I've lied to you a million times, so it's fine by me.
This is PopTop truth.
And then, Steven, you brought data, originality, and passion. This time, I will not be conferring with my host here because I'm immediately awarding the bonus point to Steven because he is promoting trainers, and I like that for myself.
Wow. Wow.
I think that puts me in the lead.
That does put him in the lead.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, but it's still a close game. We've got Andy, the truth teller, at 8 points. We've got Nick at 9, and we've got Steve at 10. Let's keep it going. This time, we've got Steve, then Nick, then Andy.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Steve, Nick, and Andy. Here we go. Last topic. Companies will implement AI productivity scores across the organization, ranking employees based on work patterns. I hope they rank them on sleep during. Anyway, pop off or pop out? Steve.
Pop out hard. We tried this experiment already. It was called Bossware. You guys remember this during COVID, and it backfired spectacularly. Microsoft had to kill its individual productivity scores after massive backlash. Barclays scraped its desk surveillance system. Amazon, time off task tracking, created a PR nightmare. Here's what the data actually shows. Tracked employees are nearly twice as likely to fake work. Squiggly mouse that just moves, right? You don't get productivity. You get productivity theater. The companies winning with AI aren't scoring people. They're measuring outcomes and using AI to remove obstacles.
Wow.
That's a good answer.
Today. He's not playing about playing. Okay, Nick, you're up next. Companies will implement AI productivity scores across the org, ranking employees based on work patterns. Pop off or pop out?
It's a pop out for me as well. You know, here's the thing. Cornell has actually done a study that shows that when you are monitored by AI, you're actually less productive. And it makes sense when you think about it because the American Psychological Association has shown the exact same stuff, not necessarily about AI. It just shows the more you're monitored, the more likely you are to burn out. So yes, what happens? It's that productivity theater that Steve just talked about. You're putting in a bunch of extra work, but it's mindless. And look, if we want mindless work, we already have AI to do it.
Ooh.
Oh, are you listening, AI?
Boom. I hope not, because I build AI, so that's sorry, AI.
Yeah, you better terminate.
Didn't mean it.
All right.
All of a sudden, your lights start flashing in your home.
It's coming. It's coming. All right, Andy, you got to close us out with nothing but truth telling. Companies will implement AI productivity scores across the organization, ranking employees based on work patterns. Pop off or pop out?
Well, here's my Hail Mary pass. Jamie, of all my colleagues and my employees in my 23 years, you're my favorite.
I worked for you, Andy. I'm right here.
I'm going to say pop out also. Why? Because humans don't want this, so therefore it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills, and here's 2 facts, the greatest quarterback of all time, and is married to Haley, is a good friend of mine, and he let me know that the NFL will ruin everyone's Sunday and will shut down if anyone tries this. Pop out.
So first off, we're going to move based on the original comments, okay? All right, Jamie, we're talking about NFL quarterback wives here.
Okay.
It's up to you.
This is just silliness.
Andy does off the rails.
I also think that it also destroys culture when everybody's just being surveillanced all the time. And I was surprised Andy didn't bring that up. I was expecting you to, but apparently you want to talk about wives more. So, so it went Steven, Nick, Andy. So Steven, point. You had great data, you had great originality, you had great passion. I believed everything you said wholeheartedly there. Nick, you had data, passion, originality. I also loved you, your point about if you want mindless work, AI will do it. I totally agree. That was a great point. Andy. So data, no. But again, facts, yes. I am your favorite. That is a fact. So you get a point for that one this time. Originality? Yeah, that was pretty original. And you were passionate. I don't know if any of it was true. But yet, in this wild game of me judging things, you get a point for each. Valentine. Can I see you over here? Okay, so.
No way. Well, yeah. Well, that's crazy.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Once again, bonus point goes to Nick.
Holy cow! We got a tie.
Who wants to tie?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Then we've got to go into Andy. You're an observer. I'm an observer. We're going to hang out. I'm going to talk to you about who your favorite employee should be. Okay. and we're going to leave this final question up to Nick or Steve. Okay. Judge Jamie Lupo, it's who gets the better answer. That's who's going to win this one.
1 point. Break it or lose.
It's 1 point. Break it or lose.
I don't think
and the question is, I don't know.
Thanks for going with it, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
So one big question here. And we're going to have, let's see, Nick, because you had the most points in the first round. So you get to go second. Get a little extra time. Steve, you're up first. The question is, what single aspect of AI do you think will have the greatest impact on employment in the next 5 years?
So employment, people tend to be a cog in the machine. Think about the machine. That's your operations. That's your processes, your SOPs, the way you service your clients, the data that you deliver. So if you can remove yourself as that cog in the machine and replace it with AI, you're going to have more time to spend with your clients, more time to spend with your talent, to give them the experience that they need, to help them move their career and to reach the goals, their personal goals that they want to reach. So let the AI replace us as the cog in the machine when it comes to our operations, and let's take care of our talent. Let's take care of our customers.
Wow.
Ooh, good answer.
Right.
Jeez.
So replacing operations and letting the sales and recruiters do what they're best at. Nick, you're
okay.
on.
Well, here's the thing. Everyone's worried that AI is coming for their jobs, and we're going to live in some crazy dystopian future where Altman has created a body full of AIs, as Andy tells me is about to come. But here's the thing: you got company A that has access to the best AI in the world. Let's call it, I don't know, Claude. And you have company B that has access to the greatest AI in the world. I don't know, let's call it Claude. What's going to end up happening? Well, they end up actually equalizing each other out. So how do you compete anymore? Well, in a capitalist society, the natural thing that happens, the X factor, is still humans. So the way that AI is actually going to make us get more employment opportunities is the simple fact that they eventually equalize each other out. And I can't beat this company over here unless I have Valentine working for me. And of course, Jamie, who is the greatest judge known to humankind.
That was beautiful. So we learned one very important fact just now, which is that Nick has invested in Claude. Very clear. All
Can
right.
I? Is that an option?
I don't know. Is it,
Not
is it
yet.
public? Is it public? Okay. All right. You've got a tough one, Judge Jamie. They both came with it.
They did, but I got an easy answer. I feel bad because it means I have to break somebody's heart, and that's somebody I'm going to be working with next week. But it goes to Nick.
Wow. Wow, that was so close. Holy cow.
Was.
Another.
Did you say
hard-fought
Steve? I
battle.
thought I heard Steve.
I heard Andy.
Was it an A that you did, or
Yeah.
Did you say Schnick
That was
Nandy? Schnick Nandy? I'm trying to combine the three names. Really hard.
very close?
Okay.
Very close.
We've never
All
had
right.
an overtime like that. That was fun.
It was
That
fun.
was fun. But it makes sense, though. When you have three people of this caliber on PopTop AI, they're going to take it long. So
I think Andy should have won because he was the most hilarious.
Oh, was it? And
That's true.
I've always said Andy is one of the most well-networked people I've ever known. I had no idea the length of his network.
yeah.
Elon Musk. I mean, my God.
No, he didn't say the last name. It was Elon Peppertree. It's just a cousin of his that he was meeting down there. All right, you cool cats. Nick, you won a very hard-fought PopTop AI championship. And as a result, you get 15 seconds to talk about your company, your cause, or your passion. The floor is yours.
Sure. Well, I'm the co-founder and CEO of Trade Agent. Trade Agent, we use AI for construction to take bids, invoices, estimates from GCs and subs and keep them all on track with intelligent parsing and communication through AI.
All right. You are building a legacy here with PopTop AI. And just so you know, GC, general contractors, for anybody that's not familiar out there.
You got it.
All right. Trying to show that I know that cousin and the friends from Harvard. All right. Thank you all for joining me on another fantastic episode of PopTop AI. And join us again next week when we
Pop
that.
that.